In the quiet pines of northern Georgia, there's a house that doesn't stay empty for long. Not because people want to live there, but because something inside it calls to them. This is the true story of the Whisper House and the family that answered when it whispered their name. Stay with me to the end, because the most disturbing part of this story wasn't found in the police report, but in what they never wrote down. In June of 2005, the Harper family, Jack, Lisa, and their 10-year-old daughter, Amy, moved into a rundown cottage deep in the Chattahoochee National Forest. They were escaping a messy bankruptcy in Atlanta and needed a cheap place to start over. The house was a foreclosure, isolated, creaky, cold, even in summer. Locals whispered about it being haunted, but the Harpers shrugged it off as small-town superstition. On their first night, Amy told her parents that a woman's voice had whispered her name from the closet. They told her it was just her imagination. 2 days later, the whispering started again, except this time, Lisa heard it too, coming from the attic. Lisa started digging through local archives at the small-town library. What she found was shocking. The house had belonged to a woman named Carolyn Ruth Wren, who vanished in 1983. Her husband, Robert Wren, had claimed she'd gone off with another man. But police now believe Carolyn was murdered. Her body was never found, and Robert died in a hospital 5 years later, ranting to nurses about her bones in the chimney. Lisa called the police. A forensic team excavated the chimney. What they found wasn't a skeleton, at least not a complete one. They found teeth, several, and a child's shoe dot 3 days after the chimney was opened. Amy vanished from her room. The house was locked, no signs of forced entry. Her bedroom window was open just a crack. All that remained was a trail of dirt on the floor, leading into the closet. Her parents were destroyed. A statewide search ensued. Amy's case remains unsolved. But then came the worst part. 1 year later, a 911 call came in from a different town, over 300 miles away. A man claimed a girl had knocked on his back door barefoot, crying. She said, "My name is Amy Harper. Please don't let her take me back into the walls." By the time police arrived, the girl was gone. The call was traced to a man with severe schizophrenia. They dismissed it as a delusion, except ... In the background of the 911 tape, there's a faint whisper. It says, "I told you not to wake her." The audio has been reviewed over 100 times by experts. No one has been able to debunk it. The Whisper House still stands. Empty, abandoned, but not silent. Locals say if you stand near the chimney at dusk, you'll hear her, a little girl's voice. Not crying, not calling for help, but laughing. And if you listen too long, the whispering doesn't stay in the house. It follows you home. So if you liked this story, make sure you're not alone tonight, and subscribe for more tales that don't just chill your spine. They crawl into your mind and make a home there. This has been Pulsaril Studios, and remember, some whispers are meant to be answered,